really important. That okay, maybe there is not going to come extra telemetry, but if there comes, it should be spread on scientific merits. We should discuss what is now the delta that we most need, and the telemetry should go to that. That should be a discussion in this meeting. Yeah, but we strongly believe that that should be a guiding principle. The way we propose to move forward after this special sprint, because this was a one-shot event, we don't intend right away to continue doing that, is to have this discussion in the Science Operation Working Group. Not now, not next week, but at the time we have more information. When all these efforts, they end up in a report that says us the telemetry is this. On that day you will have so much. That doesn't need to be the final word, but something that we can work on. On that moment, probably we should meet together, not just the remote sensing or the institute, but all together and do what Tim was saying. The most critical scientific goals, connection science, for example, make the whole thinking from beginning to end and see where we are.
Yeah, and just to complement that, since Louis had to leave, he also, I don't know if everyone was around, he reported that right now on the science ground segment side, they are procuring essentially a simulator for SSMM loading and downlink. And this, in addition to the technical note to Astrum that is due by the end of the year, we will have the factual basis for a real discussion. As Stefan alluded to, unfortunately, there's no magic. I mean, we have to live within certain constraints. Unfortunately, that's the mission. But I think the point that David is trying to make is really, I think, just getting everyone on the same page that we try to optimize the science of the entire mission based on science merit and see how we can best do that. Comment from Milan and from Simon?
I have a general comment on this issue. I mean, I still do not fully understand exactly why no, maybe I didn't understand your point. Why we need to make this discussion now? I mean, of course, I'm open to discuss on science basis. That is obvious. But I have the feeling, a little bit the feeling, that this discussion is either too late or too early. In the sense that, given what is in the IDA, what we have done, I'm giving the example of RPW. We have an instrument, we have a given telemetry, we are on all the time, we have a science objectives, we have built basically a survey mode and burst mode. And we run survey modes most of the time, and this covers what we think are the science objectives, also linked to the other instruments. And we have a burst mode that is just a very small fraction of the time. So what we can, for instance, give up those, but this is just a very tiny fraction of the 5 kilobits per second that we can offer. On the other hand, of course, if after 1, 2, 3 orbits, and this is the point where I want to go, I mean, it's still too early for me to understand. I think on general, when we discussed that at this meeting, the combined remote sensing in situ science still needs to be built in details, and we still have to learn on what to do. But I think for me, the first orbits will clearly be, we will learn a lot from them. And what I can say, I'm happy actually after the third, second, fourth, if my consortium, if all the scientists in this room are happy with what RPW has provided, I'm happy to turn off the instrument and not to run it 100% of the time. I mean, that's no problem. I can give up, but I cannot say that now. I mean, I do not have. On which grounds can I say that now? I mean, that it's just not possible, and it will probably be possible. And in this sense, I'm saying that either we should have done this earlier, or we should wait for the first orbits. But